Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Dana Ray here, back with another video, another word for you guys, because I am here on what's today, Tuesday, out of order. But the Lord has sent me once again with the word for you guys. Thank you guys who are new. Thank you guys for coming back. Thank you guys who have been sent here to receive what God has given me. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your loving words, and I appreciate you guys who have subscribed. Today is Tuesday. What's today's date? August 16th, Tuesday, August 16th. And I have a dream that I want to share with you guys. And I also want to share the revelation that God gave me from the dream. I will tell you that the enemy has been doing the absolute most here lately. And that's not surprising because most of us are birthing something great right now. So it's not surprising that the enemy will try his tactics. Some things you never even thought he would do or be thinking of have happened. Like, yeah, the attacks have been heavy. But I am still here. I almost didn't know if I would remember this dream because I wrote it down, but yeah, it's been a lot going on with the things that I had written down that I know I'm supposed to share with you guys. They're actually lost because the enemy has stolen them. He out here stealing stuff right now, y'all. Like, he is literally trying to distract you. He is literally trying to steal your joy as you walk into the manifestation of what God has already promised you. But I am going to encourage you to ignore him. The Bible says, resist the devil and he will flee from you. That does not mean that you will not, have some type of feeling at the initial attack. When I first lost what he stole, I cried because I'm like, dude, like, what am I supposed to do? Where is all my stuff? Like, am I going to get it back? And then I just had to trust the Lord. I had to be like, okay, Lord, you knew this was going to happen. You allowed it. So either you're going to bring back my notes and all my dreams that I had, or you're going to allow me to remember them. And this morning, he allowed me to remember one of the dreams. So he woke me up 4 o'clock and brought this dream back to my remembrance. I was able to write everything back down again. And I'm here to share that with y'all. But I just had to give that little blurb that when you are walking into something, do not allow the enemy to steal your joy, to take your anticipation, to silence you, or to have you stuck. Because sometimes you'll be so stuck or with fear of what he's finna do next. You'll have so much anxiety, just a lot of things that you won't even be able to walk into the promise in a way that, God wants us to walk into these promises with joy. He wants us to walk into these promises with peace. He wants us to walk into these promises confidently. And the enemy, because he can't steal the promise, he's trying to steal your joy. He's trying to steal your worship. He's trying to steal your gifts. He out here coming from my dreams. Coming from my dreams, like not while I'm dreaming, but after I done wrote it down, you don't come, like, y'all, he not playing. So I'm not trying to give him no glory, but I just want you guys to understand that whatever is happening that is trying to throw you off your rocker, it's the enemy, okay? Just know who he is, put him in his place, ignore him, keep doing what God has told you to do. Do whatever makes you happy to get that joy, to keep that joy. Keep trusting and believing in God and what he said, no matter how it looks. All right, now we're going to get into the word. So this dream I had, I don't remember when I had the dream. It's probably like a month or so ago because I lost my dates. But here's the dream. In this dream, I was somewhere outside, and Kiara Sheard was there. I was just watching. It seemed like she was trying to convince me to come with her somewhere, but I knew in my spirit that I had already gone to that place before. Everybody was going that way, and then I got lonely and bored, so I decided to just go that way too. There was an alligator that was in some water, So while I was standing there beside her or near her, I was watching this alligator in the water. But as soon as I went to follow the crowd, the alligator laid on his back with his leg crossed and relaxed, like he was like a cartoon alligator, like sipping a drink. Like he just got real comfortable as soon as I walked away. When I went behind the crowd, there were concrete and bricks. Like we were walking on concrete and bricks. And then all of a sudden, the platform or the concrete and bricks broke away. So then there were these pieces of concrete and brick floating in the water. And to keep from falling in the water, I had to go to the end of one concrete or brick and then like jump over to the next one, kind of like a video game. And then later, I had another dream this same night or morning, and I was in another country. And it seems that I was on like a tour. And this lady, Romania is Yielded Vessels, also on YouTube. She was leading the tour. Then I had this old friend, her name is Zeline. She was in the group, and so was this girl on YouTube named Delon. We were being led through bridges, through woody areas, and every now and then, Romania would stop and let us stop and tell us to partner up with the teammate that was in this group and talk about something. So I noticed that Delon, she wanted to partner with me at the next stop because she had given me this really big hug. And then when she gave me the hug, I remembered that she had just posted a YouTube video, and I told her that I had just watched her video. So apparently we must have been friends or something, the way that she hugged me. So when I got to this stop, it was like in a library or some sort. We went downstairs, and I remember having to use the bath to pee really badly. So I told Delon I was going to go pee and then I would be right back. So Delon went and waited and sat at a table. So then I go and see what apparently looks like a bathroom, but there were like attendants at in the bathroom, and there was a line on the other side, but I didn't see the line. All I saw was this area where there was some attendants, and then I saw that some people were in the bathroom. So then I asked the attendant if I could go to the bathroom, which was kind of like through the back way or the side way, because like I said, there was a line somewhere over there, but I didn't know that there was a line. And she allowed me to come in from that side without waiting in any line, and then the dream ended. So I'm going to try to explain the dream here. So Kiara shared, the name Kiara means dark Lord. And this has nothing to do with her. I do not know her. This don't have nothing to do with her. This is just the Lord used her because of her name. So Kiara's name means dark Lord. So in this dream, I was on post. I was in the territory that the Lord had sent me to. Okay. And I was there and I was lonely. So because I was lonely, I ended up following the crowd, a crowd that was led by darkness, like the dark Lord. The Lord is someone who guides and leads a group of people. So I didn't know, because Kiara did not look like anything evil or anything bad or anything. I did know subconsciously that I had already gone there before. I had already seen whatever they were all going to. But because I was bored, I allowed her to convince me to follow the crowd. Okay. Once I end up following this crowd, when I got over there, this alligator that was roaming the waters, roaming the territory, ended up taking a break. So now he on lunch break because I have left my post. I have left where God has placed me to be a watchman. Okay. And I have followed this crowd. So once I get behind what was a wall and we're walking on this concrete and brick, this brick starts to break off. So now I'm in a situation where I got to jump from concrete to concrete just to make it. So this symbolizes a wilderness. This symbolizes a difficult road or adventure or situation that I chose to go into because other people were going and because I felt like I was bored where I was. Okay? I did not have to go there. Okay? I did not have to go back into the wilderness. I did not have to go back into a place of difficulty. I already have gone through that. I already had gone through that, but I allowed what other people did to dictate me leaving my post. So now that I have gone and decided to join people who may be going through their wilderness because they have not gone through that before, now I'm going through the wilderness. So how am I supposed to help those people that I am called to? Now there's nobody watching my post where I am supposed to be. Okay, now the enemy, which is represented by this alligator, can lay on his back and take a break because I'm not where I'm supposed to be. If I'm where I'm supposed to be, then the enemy in those territories have to stay on their toes because they are intimidated. Because whatever place that the Lord has called you to set your foot on is yours. It's yours to watch. It's yours to pray. It's yours to intercede for. It is yours to destroy the kingdom of darkness. There is something that the Lord has called you to do in the place that he is sending you, or in the place that you already are, that he told you to go into. Do not be swayed by what may look okay. Do not be swayed because you are lonely. Do not be swayed because you feel like I might as well just go. No, because you're going to be walking into something and forcing yourself and going into something that you have already been through. And the Lord has promised us ease. You do not have to go through warfare anymore in that way. You do not. And if you are over there in warfare, then you cannot help the people that you are called to in the territory where God has sent you. Be alert, be vigilant, be wise. Do not follow the crowd. You are not the crowd. You have been called to lead the crowd, to stand out from the crowd and do something different, because the Lord has built you up. He has given you the wisdom, the fortitude, the strength, the sight to see what others cannot see, the knowledge to pray and intercede and to move with wisdom. How other people they can't do that yet because they haven't gone through their wilderness. They haven't been pruned. They haven't been prepared. So you can't go that way. That way, yes, you will get through it. I was okay jumping from brick to brick. Every time one of the bricks ended, the other brick was there and I was able to jump over, but I didn't have to do that. I should have stayed where I was. Once you leave your post, the enemy don't even have to do stuff. He can go take a break because you're not protecting and you're not standing where God has told you to stand. Your position, your place in a space is powerful. You are sent where you are sent for a reason. Okay? So the second part of this dream is talking about Romania. And Romania is my spiritual leader. She is my spiritual leader. If you're watching this, hey girl. So she's my spiritual leader because God has shown me that in dreams before. So she's my person who I sow into, she's my person. Because God has told me that, like I don't just out here like whatever. So anyway, so I was on a trip or a tour with her and she was leading me, meaning she is God confirming once again that she is the person that I should be following, that I should be listening to, that I should be gleaning from. She is going to direct me for this time and this season in my life. So when I was following her, we were in dark areas, sometimes we were in woods. We had to kind of go up and down stairs, but I wasn't scared. I was with other people that I knew. I even in this situation, apparently I met with some divine friends or some divine counterparts. And, people loved me here because of this hug. This person had missed me. Delon, I don't even know her in real life. I just know her off of YouTube. I watch her videos, so I don't know if the Lord is saying that there's maybe some type of divine connection there. I'm not sure. But all I know is that there were people on this journey with my leader with me. And even though there were some hills and some steps and some bridges, my leader led me over those and I was in the right place. So much so that when we got to a certain location, I skipped the line. Remember, I told you guys I had to go to the bathroom really bad. I didn't even see the other line. I just knew I had to pee, and whoever was there gave me favor and let me in the front of the line so I could use the bathroom before all these people that were waiting in this long line. Okay? So in summary, if I stay on the track with who God has connected me to, with who God has told me who I am supposed to be following, I am going to actually receive favor. I'm actually going to skip the line. It will be easy, just as God has said. Even though the people that I was with here may have been fewer than these people that I followed to go behind this wall. I didn't even know that was back there into the wilderness. I was in the right place because that place granted me favor. That place granted me ease. That place is where divine connections were established, were confirmed, where we would, like I said, we would stop and talk. She would tell us to stop and talk and just come right with each other. This was the place that I was supposed to be in. So that is the summary of the dreams. God is saying He's already shown you who your leader is. I don't know if your leader is in church. I don't know if your leader is a ministry or a voice on YouTube. I don't know. But God has shown you who your leader is. Stay with your leader. Stay with your leader. I don't care how many people are going the other way with someone who looks nice, with someone who looks like they have the answer or may look like they are more mature in the faith or whatever. That is not the way that God wants you to go, because you have already been there before. If you go that way, then your territory will be left vulnerable. Okay? And you will be bringing to yourself more warfare, more pain, more problems, more issues when you really should be resting. So the scriptures that the Lord led me to was Jeremiah 6:27. And it says, I have set thee for a tower and a fortress among my people, that thou mayest know and try their way. I'm going to read it again. I have set thee for a tower and a fortress among my people, that thou mayest know and try their way. I'm going to give you the definition of a tower and the definition of a fortress. A tower is something that's high up. Being high up increases the visibility of the surroundings, and it's for defensive purposes. Towers are high for defensive purposes. A tower can stand alone or be supported by adjacent buildings. It may stand apart, and a tower provides support or protection. A fortress is any place of exceptional security. It's not susceptible to outside influence or disturbance. It is a well-protected place intended to be difficult for enemies to enter. The verse says, God, I, God, have set thee for a tower and a fortress among my people. I don't know why I'm getting emotional. But God has set you as a defense. Okay? He has set you high so that you can see what is happening in these territories, high in the spiritual realm, so that you can see and prepare and have wisdom and knowledge about what is to come and what your role is for these people that He has sent you for. He has sent you to protect. He has sent you to support. There are people. God is trying to save people, and He wants to save them through you. So you have to be and stay in position. A fortress any place of exceptional security. Where he has called you to is a place of security. It is safe because it is in his will and in his purpose for your life. You will not be susceptible to outside influence or disturbance. You're not supposed to be moving like everybody around you is moving. I was not supposed to follow the crowd because I am a fortress. I am not supposed to be susceptible to outside influence or disturbance. It is a well-protected place intended to be difficult for enemies to enter. That's why when I was in place, when I was on post, the enemy could not rest. The enemy could not sleep. It was difficult for him to get to those that I am supposed to be placed to protect and lead because I was in place. But as soon as I left my post, as soon as I followed the crowd, as soon as I got out of position, then he can go and relax. Now it ain't hard for him. Now he can run rapid. That's it, y'all. God has called you to a place. This is a time in your life where you have done the work. You have gone through the wilderness. You have come out of the wilderness. You already know that this season is different. You already know what you are walking into. Do not go back. That is not your life anymore. The Egypt that you saw yesterday, before, a year ago, you will never have to see again. Believe God. You will never have to go through that again. Believe God. You will never have to have anxiety like that again. Never. As long as you stay in position. Yes, people around you will be going through their wilderness. They haven't gone yet. They have to get to know God. He got to do what he got to do with them. But don't you feel bad because you're set apart. Don't you feel bad because you have already done that work. You can be their comfort. You can be their protection. You can be their fortress, their tower while they're in the wilderness, but you don't have to get in there with them. God has not called you to that. It's over. I don't care how it looks. You have been called. You have been set apart for such a time as this. And if you leave your post, you're going to make it hard on yourself, and you're going to make those people who God has sent you to protect vulnerable to the attacks of the enemy. And they are not you. They will not be able to handle these attacks from the enemy. Your position is protection for these people. Even if you don't know who they are, even if you don't like them, even if you don't even want to be where God has you, your staying in your position is saving the lives of people from the enemy, because everybody can't handle the attacks of the enemy. Everybody has not been built up. Everybody has not been pruned. Everybody don't know God. He is coming to steal, kill, and destroy. And there are some things that he might throw at us. We can take it because we've been built. We can take the punches. Somebody else might not be able to handle it, and it might destroy them. It is important that you stay and you go where God has told you to stay and go. You do not follow the crowd. You embrace that he has set you apart, and you stand as a fortress, as a tower in the territories that he has called you to. This is a right now word. There are a lot of things coming, and judgment is here. You have been prepared for such a time as this. Don't allow the enemy to get you out of position. Don't allow your own lust, your own heart, your own desires to get you out of position. Stay close to God. Go where he tells you to go. Do what he tells you to do, and your life will be easy. Divine connections are coming. You might already know who they are. They're going to love you. They're going to pour back into you just as you have poured out into others. They're going to be the thing that you have been hoping and desiring and wondering if you would ever have this kind of friend, wondering if you would ever have this kind of connection. God has that for you. Stay in position. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that it has helped and encouraged you guys. I hope that you would heed to the word and you would hear what God is saying. And I pray that you would stay in position for your sake and the sake of those who you are attached to. See you guys next time. Bye.